It seems that every day I hear another story about what a terrible experience people have had shopping, big department stores, some of the major chains that actually used to be pretty good, like a Home Depot and stores like that, that seem to have far fewer employees. Maybe it's cost savings, and those employees are far less knowledgeable than former ones were. And I don't mean to pick on a Home Depot. You can go to a Macy's, plenty of department stores, and others that have fallen by the wayside. And I have to tell you that there are some stores that have such a wonderful experience, and uh, I think I know why. Uh, Top of my list are stores like Trader Joe's. I rarely, I can't even remember a bad experience where I've gone in and I was looking for something and there wasn't somebody eager to help. And I will tell you, even a big turnaround in the last 10 years, Walmart. Uh, uh, I particularly like them because I have a warm spot in my heart for the stores, that store, because they were hiring people with physical and other disabilities and not hiding them away in the back, but giving them real jobs that they could accomplish. And so I like that. But the level of their employee knowledge and engagement and friendliness has just turned around, I think, in the last 6 or 7 years, which makes it a pleasure to shop there. Forget about the fact that they have good prices and extremely high quality on their store brands, particularly in the supermarket portion of their stores. Um, and so what I did was I went to visit my friend ChatGPT, and this will not be. I could just go on a tangent and talk about how important it is for anybody of any age to use that as a resource. No different than when we were growing up. A lot of us had even encyclopedias at home, where we go to the library. We didn't even have the internet back in the day, and you would get some basic information. And then, if you were smart, you would go vet it yourself and make sure that you pulled the pieces together. That what was indicated in those books and those reference books was sound, and you'd go and do some more research. But now you can instantaneously search the entire internet and say, why is, and I happen to pick on Trader Joe's because they're a favorite of mine, but Walmart's and things like that. And is there something different that they do when they hire people? I assume that they do, that makes them great. So I'm going to, let's see, I think I asked it specifically about Trader Joe's, and here's what it came up with. And I'm just going to give you the first few. Hire for personality first, skills second. Use behavioral and situational interviews. So in other words, it's not just, well, what did you do and what's some of your history, but ask them what they would do with a particular issue that would come up, and have different people in the store interview them, people that would be on the same level, other bosses, to see, does this person have the right personality so that they want to help the customer get the best possible experience. Use prioritize whether or not there's a cultural fit. So meanwhile, you've got all these great employees. You don't want somebody coming in who is maybe otherwise qualified, but just doesn't seem to get along with these people who are already there. And anyway, they go through an entire list, including that you should have competitive pay and benefits and what have you. And think about it. There are stores like Trader Joe's, universally, somebody's going to want to help. Or they say, hold on, I'll check with the manager, find out when we're getting delivery, or if not, what the problem with it is. And I went into a Smart and Final the other day, and I asked about a certain product that I fulfill from time to time, and they said, I don't know the answer to that, but here's that. And she just pulled out from under the register a piece of paper, wrote down the phone number direct to the store manager and say, if you call tomorrow, you'll be able to find out whether or not it's been delivered. I mean, that's the kind of thing that, quite frankly, the gold standard for me growing up was Sears Roebuck. I don't know if they exist anymore. I think they franchise out their name or something. But Sears used to be a place you could go to and find out almost anything about anything in a particular department from somebody who knew what they were doing, or they would find somebody to help you. And that started going downhill. And then they started closing stores left and right. And even the quality of their tools started to deteriorate, although they are now selling them privately, and I think they're still pretty decent tools. But the point is that when you stop paying attention to details, when you stop hiring people that are friendly, when you stop encouraging people to be friendly, you're going to have a bad experience. So if you're having a good experience someplace, great. If you're not, go visit a Costco and ask somebody for some help. Or go visit one of the Ace hardware franchises, and you're probably always going to find somebody who either knows what they're talking about or will tell you, you know what, I don't know the answer. I don't want to steer you wrong. Hold on, let me go find somebody who does. And by the way, I've even had people who had nobody in the store at an Ace Hardware who took my phone number and called me when they had somebody who could answer my question so that I didn't wind up wasting a ton of time and money on solutions that weren't going to work. So anyway, with all the bad news of people not hiring enough people to cover the stores, with people with bad attitudes, there are certain stores and institutions that deserve to continue to get our credit and our patronage, because they do the right thing. They spend a little bit more money. They spend a heck of a lot more time getting people who will want to help a customer and go the extra step to make that happen. And so anyway, if you don't have experience, go visit yourself a Trader Joe's, in general, a Costco, Ace Hardware, and stores like that. And if you have a favorite place that treats you well, let me know and I'll share it with everybody. And I'm going to go back and do more stories about ChatGPT, because even though you have to double check a lot of the stuff, it's getting better and better, and we're living longer, and it's important, if we want to be advocates for ourselves, to be able to go find out things either just of interest to us, like this subject, or things that will be dealing with a health or financial planning or whatever. Anyway, have a great day, great weekend, and look forward to seeing you next week.
For more on Celebrating Act Two, visit our webpage, follow us on Facebook, subscribe to us on YouTube, and tell your friends. Celebrating Act Two is the user manual for the second half of your life.